Donald Trump signs and shows off newly constructed wall on San Diego border. Hi, great to have you with us. If you are new to TST, tap on the subscription button and hit the notification bell so you can receive authentic news that you can rely on daily. President Donald Trump visited the San Diego border on Wednesday to show off a newly constructed portion of the wall after a fundraising trip in California.
Tijuana is right over here. There are thousands of people over there that had been trying to get in. Tremendous cooperation from Mexico, and the president of Mexico has been fantastic. All of Mexico has been fantastic. As you know, right now they have 27,000 soldiers. So in addition to the wall, we have the soldiers. Now the wall still obviously has a ways to go, but we're building it at a breakneck speed. I wanted them to show you the interior of parts of the wall and what's inside of each individual slat. And you'll see it's a combination of steel, concrete.
It's an amazing project, President Trump said, pointing to the 30-foot-high barrier constructed with steel and concrete, noting that it also went 6 feet underground. If you think you're going to cut it with a blowtorch, that doesn't work because you hit the concrete. And then if you think you're going to go through the concrete, that doesn't work because we have very powerful rebar inside, the president said. President Trump traveled via motorcade after a fundraiser to Otay Mesa, a community outside San Diego on the United States-Mexico border, to review the latest constructed physical barrier. He pointed out the new wall structure to the press, which was 24 miles of primary and secondary wall at the border. We have it covered underground. We have it covered overground, President Trump said. The president was joined by Acting Department of Homeland Security Kevin McAleenan and several other border security officials. He said that over 44,000 bollard panels had been set up for the wall, which was then filled with concrete and rebar. President Trump admitted that he envisioned a solid concrete wall when he campaigned for president, but he was told by border officials that they preferred a wall constructed by concrete-filled bollards so they could see through it. It's hardened concrete, very powerful concrete, President Trump said, pointing to the structure. He added that the steel wall was designed to retain heat, making it harder to climb, plus having an anti-climbing system at the top. You can fry an egg on that wall, he said. The president also acknowledged to reporters that he wanted the wall to be painted black and have spikes, but said it was cheaper to let it remain naturally rust-colored. We can paint it later, President Trump said. The president discussed his growing understanding of border barriers, noting that the southern border would not need much more than 500 miles of wall to secure the border. He cited the existence of natural mountain and river barriers that prevented criminals from crossing. He did not rule out building additional barriers in the future, but said it would depend on whether it was needed. One Border Patrol agent spoke about the importance of the border wall to all of the agents, thanking the president for pushing forward on construction. President Trump said he met with Border Patrol prior to constructing the wall, picking the most effective structures to protect the border. One border security official scoffed at the idea that the wall was a vanity project for the president. There's a false narrative out there that this wall is the president's vanity wall, he said. I'm here to tell you right now that that is false. He thanked President Trump for listening to Border Patrol agents during the planning and construction process. You listened to the agents and you gave them exactly what they asked for, he said. One official with President Trump confirmed that the structure was funded with regular congressional appropriations in the FY 2017 and FY 2018, and that the new wall replaced an inferior structure. President Trump said he still considered the situation on the border a national emergency. But as more wall went up, he could withdraw military forces. I hope you're impressed, he told reporters as he took questions about the project. One worker told President Trump of a tradition of workers signing the wall if they worked on the wall. I'll sign it, President Trump said, and went to the wall and signed the steel barrier with a marker before encouraging other officials present to do the same. President Trump surely is keeping up with his words and proving himself worthy of the people's support and an ideal patriot who puts America first at all costs. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you've liked this report, please share among friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to Top Stories Today. Thank you for tuning in to TST. I'm David Ravine. See you in the next one.